I have been gone a while. I'll get into that later. For now, let's focus on this drawing of Neia from Overlord. From what I understand, Overlord originally was an ongoing book series that later got an anime and manga adaptation. And there are some strong feelings towards the changes made in said adaptations, according to my sibling, who is actually the one to commission this piece.
Hello.
The drawing process itself was a tad difficult and, as you'll see, non-linear. I jumped around quite a bit, moving back and forth from the sketching phases to the line art and back again. Later, doing something similar with the coloring stage, where I didn't even finish the line art before beginning to color and then continued to adjust it as I went. Honestly, this is rather typical for me. I find this chaotic style helps me avoid getting stuck on the details and lets me actually finish a piece. Plus, it lets me notice any mistakes made in the line art and adjust it without worry. I also keep a duplicated line art folder for that same purpose. Overall, I relied heavily on the trust the process mentality in several stages. However, I do love the final product and even found myself getting quite giddy as it neared completion. To be completely transparent, I'm not really one to draw fan art. I have nothing against it. I absolutely adore the fan art I come across, but I just don't draw it. The closest I get these days is creating fan art / works for my girlfriend's OCs, and they largely exist in the same world as mine, so does it really count as fan art? There are absolutely characters and series that I love and are separate from my own stories, and I've tried to create art for some of them in the past, but I never really got the satisfaction other people seem to get out of it. I find that I drift towards my own characters and my own stories when it comes to my art, and while that might not be great for engaging in fandoms, I'm okay with that. I still love to see what other people make and do my best to encourage other artists and share their work no matter what I do. Earlier on in the introduction, I said I would talk more about why I've been gone, or really why I've been posting rather irregularly. In short, the answer is school. Who could have guessed? This is my last year of high school and I've been really stressed. I managed to fall behind on all of my classwork within the first couple months of school, and I felt too guilty to work on almost anything outside of it. I was stuck, not doing classwork and not doing much of anything else. Recently, as in within the last couple of days at the time I posted this, I've made a decision that has changed all of that. I'm more relaxed and happy than I've been in a long time, maybe years. I finally have time to focus on other things outside of school and the guilt that it brings. I've got so many ideas for projects, audios I want to use for animatics, and stories I want to tell, and I'm really hoping I'll be able to do all of that now. I'm not sure how regularly I'll post, as art takes time, and I'm also working on regular teenage, young adult-aged goals, like getting my learner's permit and later my driver's license. And my first job, I've been applying and I've gotten a few interviews. I feel like I should address the amount of time it took for me to finish this piece, as it directly relates back to my earlier point. I mostly worked on this project during the evenings after school. The 20th was the first day I actually got to sit down and just work on it without feeling stressed, anxious, guilty, or just tired. And it really paid off. I feel as though I did some genuinely good work that I can be proud of. I tried some new things with the line art and line weight in general that I hope to improve upon and continue to use in my work. I feel more confident color picking and approximating what colors to use based off of references. I actually used more references than I usually do. I even used myself as a reference for that sleeve in the back of my hoodie for the scarf. And it worked surprisingly well. All in all, though the process was long and I certainly struggled with the hands, one of which I actually had to get my sibling to model for at the end there, I consider this an absolute win and one of my best pieces to date. If you'd like to support me and see more of my art in full, you can absolutely commission me at the link in my bio and follow me from the same place. I'm most active on my Tumblr, where I post all the same drawings that I do here and even a few more. I hope you have a wonderful day and you stop by again soon.
Can I add an afterword?
Yeah.
Alright. I have a couple things to say to the audience. First one. YOLO. You only live once. Do drugs, drop out of school. And, of course, Sasuga Ainsama.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay.